Hello and welcome to Commissar Hecht YouTube channel update. My name, as always, is Commissar Hecht, and welcome to the show, I guess. For those of you who are just curious as to what's going on, I'm going to be doing some announcements, or what we're going to cover over today. Particularly what we're going to cover over today is channel update, what's going on in my life and all that stuff. Warhammer 40k winners, thank yous and announcements. So just to be just be interesting and whatnot, and we're going to have some fun today, or at least I'm going to be able to get this all off. So first thing, channel update wise, well, actually, really first thing, is those who, the last channel update I announced as winners and we've been talking to, I'm mailing them all out today. Work has been really hectic. Let's see, what do we have for work? We had a lot of things. We had vehicle accidents, fender benders mostly, but we had one guy that hit a truck and then ran off. It was a hit and run. Knew that he hit a truck and ran off, and decided, I'm not going to report that I hit a truck. I'm not going to report I hit this guy's car. So he decided to not be the better person, and so we had to take care of that. So, so yeah, there's that. So yeah, it's been actually really busy for me at work. It's been kind of crazy, kind of hectic. A lot of other stuff came down the pipe that I really can't talk about, so I wish I could, but I can't. It's just part of the job. I can talk about I pulled a guy over and all that stuff, and he was speeding, but like some of the other stuff, other periphery stuff, I'm not going to talk about. And plus, I'm in charge of a flight, so it's very busy to make sure that the flight's taken care of and whatnot. So there's that. I got to make sure that my kids are taken care of first before I can do the rest of my stuff, and then I got to make sure that my family's taken care of before I can even do. So I got to make sure all my kids are taken care of at work, and then I got to come home and make sure my family's squared away. Because as much as I love my kids at work, the family is what's going to be the kind of the constant, the general constant in my life. Because I could PCS, or they could PCS, and then it's not that I think any less of them, but just I've been, they're not going to be there when I'm old and gray and out of the Air Force. They're going to have their own lives. Except for my family. My family's going to be there when I'm old and gray and out of the Air Force. So, here's hoping to that. So there's that. But, so, Bill James, Aquarius, Alcatalzi, and Blackheart, your stuff is getting mailed out today. Now, the big news. The big news. So, the big news for those who I know have been kind of waiting for it is the Warhammer 40k battle report, Space Marines versus Tyrannid. Oh no, sorry, that's the one that's going on. I'm talking about the battle report for Chaos World Eaters versus White Scars. So there's a battle report that just came out on the 24th. It's battle report, it's Chaos Space Marines versus Tyrannid. That giveaway is still live. It's still active. So if you want to throw your name in the ring, there you go. That one's still live. But battle report, Chaos World Eaters versus White Scars is closed. And we have ourselves a winner. Yes, we sure do. We have ourselves a winner. And it is, drum roll please. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Actually, I can scroll down here. That was a pretty sad drum roll, actually. Now that I think about it. So it is. Studio D or Studio D Montreal. So Studio D Montreal. You've got your Plague Marines. Brand new sculpts. Alright? This is your winnings. Okay? Now, Xandris. Because you also asked for Plague Marines as well. Xandris. You, if you reply to this to this new battle report that just came out, you will be considered in the running. So let me address the whole giveaway aspect so that you guys understand the giveaway rules a little bit better. It's troops choices, all right, just troops choices. Now I may expand into fast attack or maybe a box of elites, but troops choices are generally cheaper, all right, and it does come out of my own pocket. So, but if you type in the battle report and you don't win, you get to re-enter. You always get to re-enter, okay? Always get to re-enter the giveaways. Alrighty? It's not a big deal. So, if you don't win the first battle report that you enter, you can re-enter constantly until you finally win. That's how that works. But it is just troop choices. As far as mailing goes, yes, terrible. I've been late to mail winnings out to everybody, but that's because I'm busy. Don't worry, I haven't forgot. It's piled up right next to my room, right? And you know, it'll be mailed out. Okay. Luckily, this is my off week, so I can mail it out today, or if I don't get a chance today, definitely tomorrow. But no, I'm making it today. So, Studio D Montreal, I will be contacting you, and you will get your Plague Marines through the chat. So also, if you don't leave me an email address that I can contact you, you have to pay attention to the replies in the email or in the YouTube comments. Okay, please pay attention to those. Otherwise, you know, you might run into the fact that you don't get it. Okay, so CSO, by the way, thank you for joining me. How can I take part in a giveaway? So, giveaway rule is as follows. Every battle report that comes out, you have to make a comment saying, I would like to partake in the giveaway. I would like to have one troop's choice of, let's say, Eldar. All right? Okay, let's say Eldar. I would like to have a troop's choice of Eldar. This is how you can, if you don't want to leave a contact information, and I choose you, you have to look, you have to wait for a reply, you have to kind of keep hitting back on a reply, and then that's me saying, hey, I choose you, or you wait for a video update, which is what I'm doing right now. I just notified Studio D Montreal, he just won his Death Guard Plague Marines, and that's that, and that's how I also notified those. So I do 2 notifications. Now, you can leave an email address, and it could be a throwaway email address. You don't have to use it. You know, you could just make an email address. I email you, you then receive all the gifts and whatnot, and that's that, okay? And so there's several ways we can go about it, but you have to comment on the battle report that is up. The current battle report that's up is Chaos Space Marines v Tyranid. No one has entered that video. Okay? No one's entered that video. Now, once you've won, I contact you, or I contact you, and then you contact me, you give me your address and whatnot, and I mail it off to you. Don't have to worry about shipping and handling. I take care of that. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's how that works. Now, if you win, okay, if you win, your chances of winning again decrease. All right, now obviously if you're the only commenter, of course you're going to win again, but the goal is to not have the same people win every single time. All right? If so many people comment on the giveaway, I'm going to pick them until I'm going to pick whoever. And if it seems like, so if 3 people comment and 2 of them were previous winners, the person who commented who wasn't a previous winner gets it. That's basically how that works. Now, if no one was a previous winner, everyone has an equal shot of getting it. Okay? All right? And like I said, I randomly pick. Okay? And if everyone who commented was a winner, then everyone has an equal shot of winning again. So just keep that in mind. Now, when do the giveaways start and when they close? So the giveaway starts when the battle report gets posted. It closes when the next battle report is uploaded. Okay, that could be a 2-week time frame, that could be a week time frame, that could be 3-week time frame. It all depends on when I'm able to do my battle reports. Okay? Should no one enter that battle report, when the next battle report closes, I will allow by the 3rd battle report. So if no one enters battle report A, battle report B gets uploaded and someone says, hey, I would like to, and it's the one contestant, hey, I would like to enter into the giveaway. When battle report C closes out, both A and B are closed in the contest. Does that make sense? Is that clear as mud? I hope so. All right. So that's how the giveaway works. All righty. Give all a chance. Yes. By the way, I will be mailing you today. Actelzy. I will be mailing you today. I promise you that. I still have your box. I still have your your Orc Boys box kit for your boys. I haven't forgotten. It's just been really busy at work. I've had to deal with a lot of car accidents at work. It's all fender benders, really. And then I had to deal with some idiots that didn't want to report that they ran in, that they fender bendered and all that stuff. And so there was a lot of, I didn't have to write the reports and whatnot, but I had to manage the flight and double check paperwork and persecute and all that stuff. So, or not persecute, but make sure that the reports were handled in the appropriate manner, right? And then have to deal with my airmen, because I generally care and want those airmen to grow and be good and be effective airmen in the United States Air Force. So, you know, that's kind of my number one concern. And it bothers me if they don't get that chance, because there were days where I didn't get that chance, and I was just like, oh, God damn it. So, but I also have to learn too. I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect. I'm a 9-year staff sergeant. I'm still fucking learning the goddamn job. So, and that's not me bitching or complaining. It's just that's what I'm at right now. This isn't fake humility that I'm trying to get at, but so you know, it's just always a learning experience. So I will get to you. I'm mailing you guys today. So, by the way, well, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it when people of the community join. You know, that's good. That's good. I like it when everyone comes back. So, channel update. After the giveaway, let's do this channel update. I am going on leave. Finally, hopefully my leave gets approved this week. But there's a process that everyone gets to require leave. First, you got to submit it. Well, first you got to see if it's available. Then you submit it. Then it gets approved. Then you do your routing slip saying, "Hey, I'm leaving the area," and then you go and leave. But if you have a leave number, you're good to go. So, thank you. Oh yeah. That's good. I can't seem to find your NID battle report though. It was published on the 24th of October. Let me go in and actually take a look and see if it's in the playlist. It should be in uploads. I will be really upset if, because I can see it. It's clear as day right here, but then again, I'm the admin guy. But I think some other people have seen it because there's been 16 or 17 comments on it already. Come on. No, it's in the Warhammer 40k playlist. There's 17 comments. Let me just hit this real quick. Bam. That is the link. So, it's Nids vs. Chaos. It's a 44-minute video. Yeah. So there's the link if you want to take a look at it. So yeah. Perfect, found it. Yeah, okay, all right, good. All right, good. Yeah, it's good watching. It's good watching. I didn't sort it properly. Oh, okay, I see. That's fine. So yeah, channel update. So I'm finally going on leave. Well, yeah, once it gets approved, I'll finally go on leave. So, God, it's awesome. So, but it's not a full resting leave. My wife is going TDY for her EMT refresher course. So that means Dad's got to take care of Morgan. Now, I'm not going to be taking care of Morgan every day for all the days, but I can't take care of Morgan while I'm at work because when I go to work, it's 0 dark 30 in the morning, and the Child Care Development Center, what's it called? The Child Care Development Center doesn't open until, I think, 0600. And by that time I'm at work. Like, I am at work. So, I can't do that. I can't be at work and then, do all that stuff. So so I had to take leave, which is good, but I had to take leave. And that was important. But I'm also going home. I'm finally going home. It'll be 2 years since I've seen home. And I'm going home for Thanksgiving, which is awesome. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. And hopefully I go home and I relax and I calm down and I can recharge my battery. So when I come back to work, I'm not as exhausted or tired or burnt out. And I'm just like, let's do this. So here's hoping for that. Yeah. CDC, Center for Disease Control. Yeah. My kid always comes in from the CDC. Like, it was bad. The first year was horrible. It was like she was sick the entire year almost. So I deployed when she was roughly 6 years old, or 6 months old. But before I deployed, for that entire year, when she would go to the CDC, she'd bring something back. And my wife and I would just get sicker than shit. It just hurts. It hurts. So, but, I mean, when you think about it, you're like, well, I mean, if they're getting sick now, it means that their immune system is going to be better later. So, and she hasn't been actually really, really badly sick in, I want to say a few months now. So, I mean, we all joke that the CDC is the Center of Disease Control, but it is a veritable petri dish at some points in time. So there's that, right? But So while she's at EMT refresher course, I'm going to drop her off throughout the day. Pick her up. I'll probably pick her up early and then hang out with her and play with her. So what does this mean for content in the channel? Well, the channel's going to have a slowing of content. I am going to get as much as I possibly can done throughout the day, uploaded and whatnot, but battle reports might be hit and miss. Now, what I might do is I might have Robert come onto base, and we might film the battle reports from my garage and do it that way. But again, Rob has to run the paintball course, so he's kind of have to be there. So it depends. We may only have the battles you might see may only be 1,000-point battles for that week. Now, when I go home, no videos. All right, no videos whatsoever. I'll probably upload a StarCraft video, maybe a Diablo video at most. But there's not going to be a Solisian Campaign video. There's not going to be a there's not going to be a Solisian Campaign video once I start once my leave starts, unless my players can shift around and come to my house early on Saturday, and we do like a 3-minute, or we do like a 3-hour campaign video or whatnot, or a 2-hour campaign video, or not 2, but a 3 to 4, maybe 5 at the most campaign video. It's just because there's just not enough room for me and my players and whatnot. But who knows? Might I recommend showing off your armies? I'd love to see how you run. I'd love to see what you run and how you run them. Yes, I mean, I could do that. Well, that's another thing I'm going to get done. I'm going to try and get done. So, my brother and my brother got into Warhammer 40k shortly after I did, and he left me this tackle box when he joined the Air Force shortly after I did, because he got out of the hobby, and the 2 armies he collected was Tau and Eldar. Now I don't have a lot of his Tau, but his Eldar, on the other hand, I actually have plenty of. He gave me quite a bit. Armies on parade thing would be sort of thing. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, cool. By the way, I love it when people give me suggestions for ideas. So he gave me about 28 Eldar Guardians. I'm assuming that this is a Wave Serpent. I want to say that this is a Wave Serpent. And he painted... This is his handiwork. He painted this work. It's pretty basic, you know, but hell, it's an army. It's a free army. And you guys have been asking for Eldar and Dark Eldar and Tau and other stuff, so, you know, I figure, okay, well, 28 Eldar warriors, guardians, 2 weapons platforms, the old style metal model weapon platforms, a war walker, almost a fully assembled war walker, and a few. I think he gave me striking scorpions as well. Actually, now that I come to think about it, I think I've got like 7 striking scorpions. So it's an obvious choice. Yeah. The other he gave me another tank too. This was an so he and I firmly believe in naming our tanks after, or he believes in firmly, what he used to do is name tanks after squadron. So red squadron, yellow squadron, you know, kind of a deal. I don't know if this is a wave serpent or if this is a fire prism. He's got the 2 turrets for him. Well, he's got the turret for the 1. So the red guy's got this turret. I'm assuming it's a double shuriken cannon. I know that much, but I'm assuming this means a wave serpent top. He doesn't. But then he's got this sucker, which looks like to be maybe a mainstream cannon of some sort. Double cannon of some sort. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Eldar to know a lot about it. I know most of their tanks are transports, but that's about it. And then the only Tau models he's given me are these old style Pathfinders with rail rifles. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can a little bit. Oh. And then there's this old Pathfinder Sergeant. Old metal model. And then plenty of gun drones, aplenty. I think I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an old shield drone, old metal model shield drone with the metal conversion kit. So, and then I got this devilfish that he painted. You know, he wasn't a bad model painter. I'll say that. There were days where he was better than me because, like, I suck at the transfer sheets, the water transfer sheets. I'm terrible at it. So, there's that. But yeah, so I inherited some Eldar and Tau from him. So what do I got? I got 28 from the Eldar, just the Eldar alone. I've got 28 Eldar Guardians. I've got the heavy weapons teams from the Eldar. Hell. I got a War Walker. So the only thing I'm missing was but between them lacking Codex, the Dark Imperium box, I'll start stick my Primus for now. Yeah, Primus. That's the new flavor, folks. Primus Marines, they're dangerous. I just got done with Tau Supremacy Armor. I absolutely love the Tau. I just won Necron. Ultramarine Nurgle armies, fully painted. Now I need the Codex for them. Yeah. Wow. How'd you win the... How'd you win 3 armies? My oldest is still obsessed with orcs. Yeah, orcs. Orcs are one of those things where you don't get tired of. Orcs. So yeah. So let's see. Before I got sidetracked. So my brother left me with 28 Guardians. Looks like to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 striking Scorpions, a War Walker, and 2 Eldar tanks. One's painted, almost finished. The other one isn't. Yeah, so I mean, it's decent. It's a decent starting position. So what I decided to do is oh, and now this is not gonna want to work. There we go. So what I decided to do was I bought If I can find the damn things in this room of mine. Now, so what I decided to buy were these, was the Wraith Guard and then the jet bikes, the Eldar jet bikes, kind of to round out the what's it called, to round out the army. So throughout my leave, I will have I will finally be able to get an Eldar army up and running, because you guys have been requesting one. And as far as Tau go, I might just break down and buy some Tau. So the armies I will be able to have on ready in a pinch will be my wife's Dark Angels army, Eldar, Tau, and then because I have the 2 Dark Vengeance boxes and some Space Marines kicking around, I can make Chaos forces. So I'll have effectively 4 armies, 5 armies actually to play. But the problem is I have to build and paint them. So this leave is going to be dedicated to that. If it's not making videos in the short amount of time that I have to myself, it's going to be painting. And then once I go home for Thanksgiving on the 19th, I will be done. I will be not there. I will be not there for, well, I'll be done. I'll be doing the families thing. But you might see one battle report during the Thanksgiving time frame, and that is going to be with my dear friend and colleague. I want to save it as a secret, but at the same time, I just kind of want to tell you, because I don't know if it's going to happen or not. It all depends on how much time I have, but I've been planning it with another fellow YouTuber. Stay tuned for that. That'll be the secret announcement of the day, is that Commissar Hecht is planning something for the Thanksgiving break and for leave. So just be aware of that. And when it's uploaded, it'll be a nice surprise. Over the holiday break and whatnot. So, that's kind of the channel update. So I'm going on leave. When I'm going on leave, there's not going to be a lot of video content, so please don't think that the channel's dead or anything. But it's just me taking care of what I need to take care of, i.e. my daughter, and then 2, going home and recharging my batteries. And then painting models, that I've collected and whatnot and all that stuff. So just be cognizant that I'm here, but not here, kind of a deal, if that's clear as mud. Oh, come on, tell us. I'm sorry, Invasive. I really want to, I would love to tell you guys. I really would tell you guys, if it works out. I just don't want to, I want to make sure that it's fine first. Okay? But once it happens, oh boy howdy, are you guys gonna know? I'm gonna be beaming over the internet and whatnot, for the what's it called? I'm going to be beaming over the internet when it does happen. And I might do a video channel update right then and there to let you know that whoever the YouTuber is, whatnot. So we're going to do that. But yeah. Oh, hi, Ryzon. So just it's a little secret. I'm going to dangle it. I'm going to be that jackass that's like, tune in next time for, what you're just like, stop teasing us. So, but please, once everything's done and settled, and it may not happen, which really hurts me, but I'm gonna I'm going to be. I really want it to happen, so that's why I'm like trying not to tease it, but tease it. You should try and play with Invasive. He's a fellow YouTuber, got great content. You know, I would love to do that with Invasive. The problem is that I don't have a lot of leave. Number one, and number two, he's got a brand new kid, so he's wearing the hat that I wore, which is not a lot of time to do what he needs to do with other YouTubers, okay? And his priorities are the same as mine. Take care of the child first, and then whatever free time I got is in. What state are you in again? I am in Oklahoma. I am in Oklahoma, so probably nowhere near you. And my leave is going back to Massachusetts. Boston, yeah. So I can't wait. I can't wait to go back to Massachusetts. Oh, it's been so long. And have some good food back home. I can't wait. I really can't wait. So let's see. What else we got to? Oh, thank yous. Yes, let's go on to the thank yous. So I want to thank my viewers. I know I do this every video and whatnot, but I want to thank my viewers for coming down, supporting me. Right now, as of right now, we are at the teaser for a Massachusetts battle report. Interesting. Yes, a Massachusetts battle report. Yes, we will do a Massachusetts battle report. Hopefully it can be realized. But I can't wait. So, but channel update or at least thank you. So I want to thank all my 134 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for viewing. You guys are awesome. Everyone who joins is helping to build this awesome channel and who's helping to get closer to the goal. Right now, as of right now, we have 3,472 views, not including this video update, and whoever is seeing that. Been actually 10 years since I've been home. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I'm actually very. You know, that's kind of interesting that you're from Maine. I thought you were just straight up Canadian, and I was like, oh, cool. But Ectalzy. But yeah, that's really cool. 10 years since I've been home. Yeah, Jesus, 10 years. Yeah. I think the longest I've been away from home is 4.5 years. No, I take that back. 3.5. 3.5 years since I've been home. Since I've been like not like away from home. And luckily, while I was in England, my parents came to see me a lot more, and family members were able to come and see me at least once. So that I count myself lucky in that. And then I think after my second deployment, I went home. Yeah, second deployment. So that was good. So yeah, So yeah, the longest I've been away from home is 3.5 years. But I can't wait to go home. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited if this battle report goes down, because you guys are going to see. I'll give you a hint. It has been an army that I have yet to be able to showcase. And one person is the YouTuber, another person is a mystery. So you're going to get two armies that have not, hopefully you're going to get two armies that have not been showcased at all on the battle, on the channel. One army is a definite. The other army, maybe. It all depends. So that'll be the only information I give you about that battle report. So, but back to thank yous. So I want to thank all 134 subscribers. You guys are fucking awesome. But something that's a little bit more major in the past. I have received my first Patreon subscriber. His name is Mr. Charles Bell. He has donated. He is my first Patreon subscriber. He has given. He's donated. He is what's it called? He first wanted to give only $7, which is fine. But Mr. Charles Bell, what's it called? Mr. Charles Bell is decided to change his donation from platoon trooper to veteran trooper tithes, and I'm super excited that he decided to donate to my Patreon. That's amazing and awesome, and I want to thank Mr. Charles Bell for doing that. He didn't have to, but he did. So, what my Patreon is, or how my Patreon works, is that there are tithes that you can pay into, and there are tiers of rewards. How to explain the Patreon in full. The tithes, you get your rewards, but they're only a one-of, okay? Except for the chance to star in YouTube videos, and all that stuff. That is consistent. So, right now, the highest tithe that I'm asking for is $20 a month. Okay, that's company officer tithe. What you get for the company officer tithe is 3 full units of either troops, fast attack, elites, whichever army you choose. You will get a once a month Discord voice meeting with me, the creator. And you will be a frequent star in my YouTube content. Whatever content I'm available to create and do, you'll be like the first person that I go to on the Discord. Okay. You'll also be promoted to company officer on the Discord. So there's that. All right. But there's other rewards. So if you don't have $20 to just burn away every month, went to Patreon. Turns out you need a credit card to even use with it, or PayPal. So I'll see you do once I figure out that part. Oh, don't worry about that. If you don't have a credit card or PayPal, don't worry about that. Okay, please don't. The Patreon is used, it is part of the channel stuff. That's part of the channel stuff. All right? The whole deal with the Patreon is that 70 to 80% will be donated every quarter. All right? The first threshold I want to get to is $50 every month, per month. So that way when I go and donate, it's like somewhere close to $100 a month per check. Yeah. Should chat about Patreon tithes at some point. I've realized it's a disproportionate relation of come to this portion of regarding one-off rewards. Well, okay. Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Let's have that conversation now. I don't mind having that conversation now. The only reason why I'm doing one-off rewards for the troop boxes is because if I was to make the Patreon a true Patreon channel, okay, I would be spending a lot of money just giving everyone their rewards and not enough on the charity. Which is the goal, is to make my YouTube channel and my Patreon a charity-based event. Okay? And now I'd be running a business. Why would I run a business that's Games Workshop based if I mean, at that point I'm like, well, why don't I just start a Rogue Trader? You know, that's kind of my deal. Well, not to let the cat out of the bag, but the problem is that they're easily exploitable. People can sub for one and get the roads and actually ditch you, leaving in the red. With no financial gain, it's kind of the point of Patreon. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And I run that risk. I absolutely run that risk. But the point of my Patreon is to do the charity event until I'm able to get our charity works if I'm able to what's it called, once I'm able to get my YouTube stuff. Yes, Patreon is supposed to be for financial gain, and yes, it's not supposed to leave me in the red. That sucks. I just don't know how else to qualify to give you the reward that I'm asking you for, aside the fact that you know that most of that money is going to donations, going to charity donations. It's tough. It really is. And I'm trying to make sure that what I do is fair and balanced in the way of my Patreon, so that way people don't feel that I'm just taking advantage of them. Now, what I might actually do is, depending on if people like pick up speed and give donations and whatnot, what I might do is, like, okay, once every quarter, one person in the Patreon gets to have a giveaway. All right, this is my way of saying thank you and whatnot. That way most patrons don't run from you after they get their one-of earnings. But it also depends on how much money I'm receiving through my Patreon. And this is all brand new to me. Yeah, I take a coaches. Rewards don't ship out until the pledges outweigh the cost of reward. I take a similar approach. I've put the caveat where rewards don't ship out until the pledges outweigh the cost of the reward. Yeah, I've thought about that. And like I said, I'm brand new to Patreon, so it's, you know, I've had to do this balancing act of, okay, how can I be effective? How can I keep my patrons still donating to me and not just running away after that month and they expect me to pay for them? That's a tough thing to do. And plus, like I said, I want to make sure 6 months to a year without blatantly exploiting. Can I still apply? I might be able to stay longer, just so you know. So I'm not in the red. Yeah, whatever you can donate and give to me is fine. I don't expect people to be permanent patron givers. Okay? I don't. Yeah, but the hope is that people are in to support the content/charity, not to exploit your goodwill. Yeah, so that's true. Like, I want to make sure I give people the content that they deserve and the content that's worth the money that they're giving to me and the charity. Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, this is the first time I'm doing this, okay? And it's tough. It really is tough. I'm in unexplored territory, and it's very interesting. I don't like there's the charity aspect that people should be not necessarily obligated. Oh, you need to donate because it's a charity, it's a good cause, whatnot. I'm not using the moral high ground of, oh, you know, it's not just going into my pocket, haha. No, I want to make sure that what they know, where their money's going. Okay, and that the value of their money they see directly. I'm actually in the middle of talking to Patreon about setting it up as a different tax 503. As a different tax category. I think it's a 501 or a 503 charity. So that way I don't get penalized either. But if it turns out that I can't, that Patreon's business doesn't doesn't move and whatnot, if it doesn't pivot to what I want it to be, then maybe it just has to be, hey, know that the money that you're giving me is going to charity. It's not going to be the full amount of money. There may be 50 because I'm getting taxed off of it too. And that's how Patreon works, is that whatever money you get off of Patreon, you still get taxed. Just like whatever money you get off of YouTube, you still get taxed. So currently I'm working on it, and I'm just going to try and figure out. So just curious, what are the charities? So the charities are going to be based off of what the Patreon wants to donate to. So right now, my goal is, my first true charity that I donated to was Wounded Warrior. That was with Rule 9 Comics when they were still open. That was the first charity that I ever did. Okay? But Wounded Warrior Project, Help for Heroes, which is the UK version of the Wounded Warrior Project. Salute to Soldiers and Salute to Service is those are other charities that I've done for. But I just don't want to do military charities, because they have enough in the way of their support systems. But what I want to do is like Red Cross, Red Crescent, Doctors Without Borders, the Hunger Project, the Human Rights Council, okay, the Southern Poverty Law Center that does a lot of that prosecutes laws against hate crimes and against people like what they take. The Southern Poverty Law Centers, they take a lot of crimes that are hate crime specific, and they hire lawyers free to champion the victims of hate crimes and whatnot. So like Southern Poverty Law Center, want to donate to them. Health clinics, free city health clinics, want to donate to those. Just whatever we have in mind for whatever the patron has, whatever the people who donate, the patrons who donate have in mind that quarter, I'll put it up to a vote and do all this stuff. Hold on, my wife is calling. Hello. Hey. I'm currently doing a channel update, but no, a channel update. I can. I most certainly can. It'll be around 1 o'clock though, because I'm doing this and then I gotta mail some stuff out. Yeah, give me about 20 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know. Commissar? Something like that? Damn it. Alright, Billy Sims it sounds like. So, alright, but I gotta get going. Alrighty? Alright, bye. Alright. Whew! Alright. Sorry about that, guys. My grandmother always says, don't ever take a phone when you're trying to talk to individuals, but I figure you guys don't mind. Plus that is a little insight in my life. She just called for lunch. So, and she asked for lunch, so I gotta go get her lunch now, too. So, along with mailing stuff away. Aha! The husband is doing everything today! But yeah, so the Wounded Warrior stuff. Yeah, so Wounded Warriors, Red Cross, Red Crescent, Help for Heroes, Human Rights Council, Sovereign Poverty Law Center, Human Rights Commission, all that stuff. Like a lot of Doctors Without Borders, the Hunger Project, yeah, a lot of that stuff. So just keep that in mind. That this is the stuff I want to do with the Patreon, and I want to do with the YouTube channel. But I can only do that if people, one, donate, and two, I've been a supporter of War Amps. One of my youngest boys missed a part of his limbs. So I have a soft spot for supporting this stuff. Yeah, I'm tracking that too. Okay. I'm tracking that too. That's not, you know, I'm not, that's something that I'll actually be one of the things I've been doing. So, yeah, War Amp, UNICEF, I'll be doing UNICEF, you know, the Refugee Project. Yeah, absolutely. All the big charities that require, like the Human Rights Refugee Project, that's run by the UN, absolutely. I'll be spending my money on that. War amputations, yeah, absolutely. There's also a lot of good charities that do a lot of what's called demining and and EOD stuff. So like they'll go to war-torn areas and find minefields and have EOD experts come in, ex-servicemen and women who are EOD experts, and de-arm the minefields, or at least blow them up to the extent where they're, you know, they won't do harm and whatnot. And those are also stuff I want to support too. So there's that. So charities. So that's all the charities. So yes, the one-ofs can be taken advantage of in Invasive Gaming. But at this point, I don't want people to just give me the money and feel that they're not getting a guarantee back. And that's why I want to give the rewards, whatnot. Because if you look at all the other patrons, okay, there's additional content and posting, which I can't guarantee. When it comes to like cosplay models, they do extra photo shoots, which I don't have the time for. I might do some video content, but at the same time, the video content that I do also needs to be on YouTube because, again, I'm growing the channel. And so, like, I want to make sure that the money that they get, that the money that they give me is worth the support that they're going, is worth, that the value, the equal trade value is there. Okay? So there's that. But I might throw in caveats of, hey, if you donate, you know, 4 months worth of your time at the $9 rate, I will give you your gifts or whatnot, you know, whatever the case. So I might do that. But I also am going to do, if we hit thresholds, right? If we hit thresholds, for example, one of the goals is that if we hit, I want to say, one of the goals inside my head is that if we hit, say, $500 a month or $300 a month, right? That's when I start reinitiating, hey, every quarter, if you're part of the tithe, if you're one of my Patreon members, I'm going to randomly select you and you get your Patreon bonus of the free troops choice, the free fast attack, and the free elites, whatever the case might be. So there's that. So I might do that. So that's the goal. That's my goal, at least. But anyway, so we're getting a little on. I'll tune in later. Enjoy it. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. You'll get your stuff in the. You'll just send me a message when you join, Mark, and tell me what you want, and I'll mail it out whenever I get a chance. Alrighty? Okay. So there's that. Alright, so reading the comments. Let's read the comments, because I love reading the comments. I love reading the comments from the group. Okay, so cool battle report. This is from CSO, CSO Shova, or CO Shova. Cool battle report. Maybe you could add some important dice rolls. Everyone's been saying that. Add the dice rolls. Nice battle report. I like the cuts. Only request standing still at the beginning of the part. Moving around makes it a bit tough to watch. Swarm Lord! That was from Invasive Gaming. Yeah, I sway too much. I can barely sit still. My legs are dancing underneath the, if you haven't noticed from the waving of my shirt and whatnot, but my legs are like dancing underneath the thing. But I'm gonna try and stay still from now on. Okay, so this is from Arc Damon Gaming. Like the jump cuts, marketing at the end. Other guys said putting in killing blows of squads, and what you might think to be exciting. Yeah, everyone's kind of been saying that. So like Exardranos is saying Glacial Geek Phil, YouTuber, really has really a finger on the has these cuts figured out. Very easy to watch, and are able to follow everything that happens. So yes, I'm gonna go to the Glacial Geek and see what he's got in store, or see what he's gotten for his battle reports. I might do his suggestion. I might do his suggestion and focus on the jump cuts, but then the killing. So like if there's a shooting phase where it just wipes out the squad, where I know it's going to wipe up the squad, I might just open up that camera, and then they're going to do, and then I'll just do, hey, Tau shooting phase, this squad firing at that squad, this my squad is like the key crucial thing. I might do it that way. So there's that. Okay. So there's some people. So Blackheart RC, boo, chaos, bring back the guard. My guard are currently going through a redesign. So as soon as that's done, I'll bring them back. But I also got to work on the Eldar, because a lot of people have been asking about Eldar. So yeah, keep that in mind. So out of curiosity of the giveaways, can we ask from the GW lines other than 40k, like Age of Sigmar or The Hobbit? It would probably be harder to regulate and figure out, but I figured it's worth asking. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do Age of Sigmar or The Hobbit. Only because Age of Sigmar and The Hobbit, I don't know a lot about Age of Sigmar. I knew about Warhammer Fantasy, but since the retool for Age of Sigmar, I don't know. And The Hobbit, I don't know what's a troop choice in The Hobbit. You could tell me that, Gandalf is a troop's choice, and I'll be like, okay, here you go, free Gandalf. So, don't know. Still cool to see the epic dice rolls, such as the charge and the combat. The Swarm Lord sounded like it was. So yes, I'm going to figure out that bit. All right, I'm going to figure out how to add the awesome combats and whatnot. But also, Alkaze, that was from you a while back. So Crossfire Paintball, you want to know if he ships to Canada. I will ask him and see if he's good with that. And if so, tell me what you want. You may have to do a PayPal request to him personally, and then he'll mail to you. But that's that. Don't want anything, but I'd like to see more humble, normal people playing a battle report. Good job, guys. I'm also playing at home. Love to see this. So, Broken Rooster, you're awesome, dude. Thank you for that comment. By the way, your comment of Robert is my spirit animal. Hilarious. Fucking, I was dying. I was on the floor dying the entire time. And then he says, I'm a sucker for people seeing the reactors, saves, rolls, just in case you guys want to try and incorporate them. So I'm getting a lot of, hey, add all the cool, like, rolls, like roll-offs, like Warlord versus Warlord, or Warlord under attack. Yes. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that this time. So this next battle report on the 3rd of November, if I'm able to film it on the 3rd of November, we'll have that. Okay? But keep that in mind. Alrighty? And then jump cuts. Everyone seems to be liking the jump cuts, which is good. So the comments are very helpful and very very open about what's up. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So student life. Hashtag student life. Yeah, man. Being a student is really tough. I was there once, so I know what it's like living on a shoestring. Still do for some stuff. But yeah, so that's it for today's episode, I guess. Because the comments were good. You know, reading the comments, that was good. I like it when people give me feedback. And if you have anything else, if you have any other feedback that you want to talk about, like my how-to videos and whatnot, I think I want to do more of those. But the problem is it's also getting stupid fucking cold. Yesterday was in the 20s, or a few days ago was in the 20s with wind, and whoo, was that cold. Good Lord, that was freezing. So just let me know what you guys like, and I'll figure it out and try and help you guys out. Okay, just sub for Patreon. Do I message you via YouTube? No, I will get the notification in my email, so you don't have to worry about that. But thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. But that's going to be it for this channel update. It's a little shorter than normal, although most of my channel updates are either short or long, whatever the case might be. So there's that. And yeah, that's that. So that's the end of the channel update. So what did we go over? Well, we went over the winners. Studio D Montreal, you are the winner for the Plague Marines. Thank you, Mr. Charles Bell, and now Mark, for becoming my Patreon subscribers. There will be hopefully, while I'm on leave, there will be a surprise Massachusetts battle report with 2 armies you have not seen. Or at least one army that's guaranteed that you have not seen in combat before. While I'm on leave, there's going to be there's going to be more of a drip of content. And then, oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The comments you guys have left were awesome and great. Yeah. I do enjoy that. I do enjoy you guys leaving these comments and whatnot. And helping me out. So there's that. Smith Jones, I need to get a hold of you because you left a comment a while back on the last video update that needs to be addressed. Hopefully you're still around. So yeah, keep that in mind. Also, and then for other announcements. So I'm going to be doing Wolfenstein 3. I'm going to be doing Wolfenstein possibly. I just have to look at my finances. And then maybe Warhammer 40k Total War 2. I gotta look up those my finances too. And if I can swing those, great. If not, I'll have to wait till my next pay period, and then I'll start those. So be prepared for those, for that stuff. And then Battlefront 2 comes out November 13th. I will be doing a lot of Battlefront 2 stuff. So that'll be coming out, and I'll still be doing Battlefront 1. Don't worry about that. So there's that. Alrighty, so don't worry about that. Okay, but yeah, that's all we have for today. So we went over channel updates, the fact that I'm going on leave and the content's going to be a little slow coming out because I'll be on leave taking care of my daughter and doing and painting my Eldar army so you guys can see Eldar instead of just Chaos Marines, Tyranids, and or Chaos Marines, Tyranid, Imperial Guard, and regular Marines, and Chaos Demons. So there's that. The winners are going to be mailed out today, and yeah, that's that. That's what we got so far for that bit. Battlefront 2 comes out on the 13th. I will be doing content for the 13th. I want to do Wolfenstein, content for Wolfenstein, because shooting Nazis is so much fun. Let's see. I'm going to be doing probably Warhammer 2, but this computer may not handle it, so I don't know about that. It may be hit and miss. I actually had trouble with Star Wars Empire at War fairly recently, and that really irritated the hell out of me. So there's that. And yeah, so that's kind of what we're going to be dealing with so far. And thank you for Mark and Charles Bell for my Patreons, for my patrons, for donating to my Patreon. So if you want to get in contact with me after this is uploaded and all that stuff, I have never get sick of shooting Nazis. Yeah, trust me. I love if it's a game that's involving shooting Nazis, I'm all for it. Love shooting Nazis, or any sort of self-stylized, brown shirt wearing, swastika wearing moron. Oh man, ha! I could get on about that. But yeah, who knew Wolfenstein would be topical nowadays? Jesus. But well, I digress. I digress. So yeah, there's that. So I want to thank you guys. I want to thank the viewers. You guys have been helping me get on, and the announcements thus far. So thank you all for joining me for this channel update. We went over the winner, Studio D Montreal. I'm getting a hold of you. So even more Nazi killing. Yes, I may actually get that too. And that's supposed to be dealing with the Holocaust, by the way. Because you saw in one of the video game trailers, they're pushing people into a train, and the German officer's saying Juden, Juden, and he's pointing, and they're like, ditch the dog tag. So I'm like, ooh, I don't know if they should do that. I don't know if they should do that, only because you don't want to trivialize the Holocaust. That's my opinion. Yeah, we should all learn about it, and anyone who denies it is a fucking moron, or thinks that it wasn't a big deal is a fucking moron and deserves to not, be a part of human society. So, but I do want to play that game. I do want to play that game. Call of Duty World War II. Random question: do you play Destiny 2? I do not, because I don't have a lot of time with a lot of MMORPGs. So this is how my free time works out. This is how my free time kind of works out. When I get home, if I get home after my work shift, I have about an hour and a half to 2 hours before my family gets home. Well, actually, 2 hours to 2 hours and a half before my family gets home. And in that time, I have to get out of my uniform, shower, because I stink. I always stink after my work uniform. And then if I'm exhausted, I need to get some rest so I can take care of my kid and when my wife gets home and help out with dinner and do all that stuff. So by the time I'm done, it's around 19:30 or 7:30 for you civilians. Maybe 2,000 hours, and I want to spend time with my wife. And you know, it just, you know, it's not a lot of time. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I know everyone's asking me questions, and I'm trying to answer them because it's a channel update. You guys want to talk to me. So keep that in mind, right? So there's that. Yeah, there's that. So just you know, bear this stuff in mind or whatnot. So I don't have a lot of questions. I used to play WoW and Destiny a lot. I maybe do that downrange, because you know, well, on my one day off, what the hell am I gonna do? Walk around the base? Ooh. You can only go to the gym so much before your gains don't benefit you. You know, 2.5 hours at the most at the gym. This guy right here. And honestly, I'm more of a runner. You can see that I don't work out much. All right, look at that. That is a toothpick. All right. I prefer to go at the gym. I prefer to go to the gym to work out my leg muscles and whatnot, and all that stuff, because it helps me run better, and you know, to slim down my dad bod, which I always have trouble with the waist, but that's another thing here and there. But anyway, back to the final closing. So, went over the winners. Studio D Montreal. I'm going to contact you. I'm going to mail out all the boxes today for the other winners. The content's going to trickle when I go on leave, because I'm painting my Eldar army and taking care of Morgan, and I might do some StarCraft 2. I may do the Wolfenstein stuff that day. Oh, okay. All right. There's a huge following for Destiny 2. Yeah, I know there is, but I can't tap into it right now. And then I want to thank all of those who joined me for the live stream update today. Thank you, Invasive Wargaming. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Actalzi. Thank you, Charles Bell, and thank you, Mark, for donating to the Patreon. And thank you all 134 viewers or subscribers to my YouTube channel. You guys are making it great. So, if you want to get a hold of me offline, for whatever reason, you need a buddy to talk to, you need someone to listen to your problems, help you out with some tough stuff, or if you just want to play games. If you just want to play games, video games, StarCraft 2, Diablo 2, Battlefleet Gothic, when I do Warhammer 2, when I Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, Diablo 3, any games, right? You let me know. You get on my Discord. The Discord is in the link in the description below. Hey, I want to hang out with you. Hey, man, I've had a tough day. Can I talk to you about it? Hey, man, whatever the case might be, I will try and make myself available for you in the limited time that I have during the evenings and whatnot, or on my days off. I'm going to make time for you. I promise I'll make time for you. because you are helping me. And it does me no good if you're helping me and I can't help you. Because what kind of a person am I if I'm asking for all this help and I can't turn around and help out you guys in return? This is a teamwork effort for all my subscribers. You are making this happen. Whether you're a Patreon or whether you're just the normal Joe in the trenches just watching the videos, okay? You are making this happen. So I want to thank you for becoming a subscriber. I want to thank you for watching this. I want to thank you for participating. And the best way for you guys, the best way for me to help you out is talking about, you know, if you need to get a hold of me, if you want to help, if for whatever reason you're having a tough day or you just want to hang out and play, jump in the Discord below. When you come onto the Discord, tell me who you are. I want to get to know you because you're helping me reach this goal of a charity channel. You're helping me reach this goal of a Patreon channel. So if you're helping me, then I damn well better help you. Okay? And that's how that is. All right? I'm going to do my damnedest to get a hold of all of you that decide to join the Patreon. Okay? And that decide to join the Discord. So, link in the description below for both. My name's Commissar Hecht. I will see you all later. Thank you all for joining me. Bye-bye.